It's Matthew.
And Daniel.
And we are A to Z Thrills, and welcome to part 5 of the GayBye tour. Daniel, there seems to be a coaster behind us. Where are we?
It looks like Talon. Wait.
Talon?
Are we at Dorney Park?
I think we are.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. We've heard amazing things about Talon and
the all-new dive coaster, Iron Menace.
Yes, we had some friends apparently ride it before we even got here, and they said it is amazing. And here comes Talon.
Yep.
Beautiful colors, beautiful sound. It's not that loud. I love it. So, let's
go have some fun.
Let's go have some fun and see what Eric from Smoking Thrills also has to say.
Yep.
Let's come to a full, complete stop.
2 adults per car.
Are you guys ready to ride? You're all clear.
Credit 1 accomplished, the Wild Mouse.
It's a wild mouse. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a wild mouse. It's a credit. Moving on.
Yeah.
It's a very cool logo.
Oh, yeah.
Rip of fear.
We knew this would happen eventually at one of the parks, but I honestly did not expect it to happen on a B&M invert that had double seatbelts. Now, for those of y'all who know, unfortunately, I am a bigger guy, and usually I have to have the double seatbelts to get on a ride. I've never not fit on the double seatbelts. And what's weird is that I've actually lost weight since the last time we've done this, or done a park like this. So I'm wondering how, because apparently it's not just me. People who are smaller than me couldn't fit. And I think I know why. It's not the stomach. These are the old restraints like they have on Batman over Georgia. These are the big shoulders. And unfortunately, those shoulders don't want to go down. So, it sucks. But, I heard Talon was really good. And some would say even the best B&M invert.
Alright, Daniel, I'm sorry. I can't sugarcoat it. That is a top 5 B&M invert. It's fantastic. It is not better than Montu. It's not better than Banshee. It's not better than Raptor. But it's right there.
Alright. From what I saw, it does look amazing.
It's so smooth. It's so incredibly smooth. There's absolutely no rattle whatsoever. It's a phenomenal ride.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
Attention, please. Use arms and handheld items, including cell phones.
Okay, so Hydra. It's not the best floorless coaster I've ever done, but it's in the top 5. I really enjoyed it. Super smooth. The JoJo roll out of the gate is incredible. But I will say, it sounds like Daniel has an opposite reaction to me. I will emphasize this. I was in the front row. Daniel was forced to row 4 or row 5, I'm not sure which. So that can make a difference with those B&M rides. They can be a lot more rattly in the middle. So take his with a grain of salt, but if you sit in the front, it's super smooth and a fun ride.
So, my take, row 4, JoJo roll, great. The inversions hit well. But in those valleys, in row 4, it shook me left to right. Like, so much. I can see how good it can be, but I would say this is low 10s. I don't even think I've ridden 10 floorless coasters, but it's in the bottom tier.
Oh, Lord.
The JoJo roll, amazing. and that's like the only thing, is that the inversions hit well and the JoJo roll was pretty good, but those valleys shook me left to right. So I may have to get another ride to see, but then again, like I said, I'm forced to sit in row 4 and 5. So yeah.
This park is really good with their logos.
Oh my gosh, Steel Force.
Yes, 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 yes. And we were in the middle row, so.
I got tons of floor. I didn't get really any ejector, but
again,
tons
we were in
of
the middle
floor.
row. Fantastic ride. Speed, the hills, I loved everything about that. That's the best ride of the day so far. And we will be going back around to get a front row ride on it, I think.
But now it's time for
Iron
Menace.
Yes.
Look how menacing that is. Alright, so we just got off of Iron Menace, and I just want to say, great addition. Unfortunately, I got in the third row. I will say, smoother than Dr. Diabolical, because we got it on that, and there was just a racket just the entire time.
Yeah.
There was a little bit, especially in that sideways, like, what is it called? Sideways loop. A little bit of that in like the valley areas, but other than that, very good. I love how whenever you're tilted down, you see like a fire pit, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm. Well, I completely agree with Daniel on one aspect. I rode with him my first ride in the third row to be fair to him. But there's no wait today. So I immediately, and the exit is right by the entrance. I love it when parks do this. It's so easy for re-rides. Okay, so I ran around and did the front row. Now, before I rode in the front row, I said that this was an easy number 3 dive coaster under Valraven and SheiKra. After I did the front row, if this was a little bit longer, like Valraven, this would easily be number 1. This is a masterpiece. Dorney, congratulations. This is a perfect addition to your park. This dive coaster is fantastic. If the layout was just a little bit longer, it would easily be my number 1 dive coaster, but it is by far the best ride in this park. I love Steel Force, don't get me wrong. This is a masterpiece. And if it was just a little bit longer, it would be way up on my list. Instead, it's definitely in my top 50, but not in like my top 30 probably. But it's a great ride.
But overall dive coasters, it's what?
Number 2. Valraven is still number 1. Iron Menace is a solid number 2.
I would say SheiKra is still a little bit better in my case.
But you couldn't ride in the front row, so you can't assess it properly.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Next up is the Impulse Coaster Possessed, and spoiler alert, Daniel has already tried the test seat and it's not even close. So this is going to be a me review, and we'll probably get Eric's thoughts as well.
There it went.
And there it goes.
Okay, while Matt and Eric from Smoking Thrills are riding Possessed, I decided to go ahead and get me some food. So I got the roasted pork sandwich with seasoned fries. Let's just try them. The fries are good, but they've been sitting out for a while, so they have gone a little stale. But the seasoning is great on them. But now, let's try the roasted pork. It does come with some broccolini, I think, which is a no for me. Also, it's saying something whenever your cheese comes off in one big glob. Just saying. But then again, theme park food, so. But now, let's try. Yeah, no.
Well, that was my first Impulse Coaster. not great, honestly. Very meh. I mean, I was in the middle, kind of headbangy, just not a great ride. Didn't like it very much. Worst of the day so far. On to the next.
Pause if you want to read the ACE landmark.
We will be coming around to physically check your lap bar and visually check your seatbelt. Notify an operator if you need assistance. Please
Enjoy your ride on Thunderhawk. Bye-bye.
So we just got off of the 100-year-old coaster that just literally turned 100 last week, I believe. Thunderhawk.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday and good riddance.
Yeah, that's a one and done for us. I do think it's better than Possessed. That is not a tall boy roller coaster. Our knees were banging up against the restraints, and we were in the front row. Eric was in the back row, and it says it messed up his neck. He said it messed up his neck. So, yeah, that's a one and done. Second worst ride of the day. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right, so we just went and got our front row ride on Steel Force, and I was wrong.
Number
Iron
one.
Menace is not number one in this park. Steel Force is. Now, we haven't done Woodstock Express yet, which I don't think is going to be number one.
Nah.
And we haven't done Demon Drop yet, which, is it a credit? Is it not a credit?
Let us
You
know
tell
in the
me.
comment section down below.
But I don't think it's going to beat that. That is incredible. 75
Yeah.
miles per hour, the hills, the airtime, the speed,
We didn't really get ejector, but we did get a bunch of floater.
and that's all you really need.
Yeah.
When you get that speed, it's an incredible ride.
I do think they could have turned the trims down a little bit.
Just a little.
But let's go get Woodstock Express if they will allow us to get on, which they should.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, bad news had to hit me at some point, and Demon Drop is not open today. I'm a little devastated, I'll be honest, because I really was looking forward to that for free fall, because I live free fall over Georgia, but I understand things happen, but it does hurt. So with that, that brings an end to part 5 of the GayBye tour.
But you may be wondering why we're leaving so early, because I mean, it's only like 1:30.
Well,
It's
unfortunately,
because-
Thunderhawk, the wooden roller coaster, Eric of Smoke and Thrills decided to sit in the back row. That was a mistake. He screwed up his neck. So
Yeah,
that's going to end our day a little early.
But I mean,
it
we
gets
got
us
all the credits.
We got all the credits,
Well,
other than the kitty credit,
You got all the credits I couldn't fit onto, but that's fine.
unfortunately. And we missed it. If Demon Drop counts as a credit, I don't know. I don't think it does. So I'm going to say it doesn't for the sake of the video.
Yeah.
But as I promised, this is part 5, the end of part 5. So I promised you a clue as to what we're doing.
I think it's funny. We're talking about the reason why we're going to be taking a break, and here's a clue. The theme music behind us technically gives you a little bit of a clue, but also, here, watch this. And
If you hadn't figured it out by now, we'll explain in more detail next week in the season finale of A to Z Thrills and the finale of the GayBye tour. Until then, I am Matthew,
and I'm Daniel.
and we are A to Z Thrills. And as always, say it with us.
Keep
calm and coast strong. See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.